Let us continue our SPSS tutorial. So we are done. We are going to proceed to our SPSS. So when you open the SPSS statistics editor, you will have this data sheet, and then you can also open this. This would serve as our output for our analysis, or the graphs, or whatsoever things that we are going to analyze, or we are going to do in our data sheet. So first, let's put first our questionnaire label. Okay, this one. Let's copy. Let's change this into a column form, into like this form. So what we are going to do is to click copy and paste. Okay, so this is our raw row, I mean row label. And if we are going to change this into column label, we are going to click one and then change this into this column. Okay, so here, this part, we are going to copy. Okay, copy this column and then go to SPSS, and then let's put it into a variable view and then paste it. Okay, so this would serve as our variable view. Okay, we have here our type. It's numeric. Our decimal is 2. We can label it with procrastination Q1. Pwede ganyan. Okay. Tapos, pwede copy, paste, and then let's edit it with 2. Yan. Let's edit it with 3. Okay, these are our labels for variable view. And then we have the average, procrastination average. Okay. And then here we could also have attitude label Q1. Let's copy, paste, and then edit. Okay, excuse me. So we'll have attitude 2, and then attitude 3. Okay, let's change this one to 3, and then we have our attitude average. Okay, and so we can also put the values. Okay, wala pa mang values. Okay, sige lang, later we will have. Okay, let's go to measure. So this procrastination question 1 is in scaling, right? And this is also in scaling, and then this one is also in scaling. So, okay, scale, and scale. All right, so we're done. We use our measurements for scaling if it's for nominal, numerical, or if it's ordinal. Ordinal means first, second, third in order form. So let's view our data view. We don't have yet the data. We are going to copy it in our Excel. So let's go back to our Excel and let's copy it. If we have our respondents 1 to 30, so let's copy together all of them so that we can do it once. Okay, copy and then put it in our Excel data sheet. Okay, this is the data gathered from Excel to SPSS. Okay, we're done. So now, let's try to analyze it in our descriptive statistics. So, when we want to describe it, our data statistically, so we are going to get the mean. All right, so we can have all of them. Okay, just control and then click, control and click, or you can have control all. Pwede. Ayan. Or you can have the arrow. Parang ganun. Click the arrow. Okay, so let's try to see its option. Um, since you want to get the mean, so it's already there. We have the standard deviation. So continue. If we want to um, know more about its kurtosis and skewness, we can click this boxes to appear on our table later as our output. Okay, so since this would be our focus, so let's focus on the mean and the standard deviation as well. All right, so continue and then let's click OK. So here it is now, our output table number 1 for our descriptive statistics. So as we can see in our procrastination question 1, we have our mean, procrastination question 2, procrastination question 3. So if our mean says it's agree, or what description is in there, so we can say that most of our respondents agree, not strongly agree or not disagree, but they agree on the questions on our questionnaire. Okay, so we have our average, and then we have our attitude question 1 to 3. This is also our mean also. So the standard deviation, we can see it here. Basically, our standard deviation would describe um, our data gathered through its result. For example, if the standard deviation is very large, okay, or if very low, then we can say it's also spread widely, or it's not spread, something like that. So this would serve as the result for the statistics, descriptive statistics. Okay, so we're done with, for example, our question 1 is in our statement of the problem. Okay, since we have procrastination and wait, okay, attitude and procrastination are um our variables. So if you can state it, okay, statement of the problem. Okay, for example, 1, what is the level of procrastination among senior high school students? Okay, so now we can have our answer based on our descriptive statistics here. So we can copy this, right click, copy, and then we can put it in our um, analysis of our data. For example, natin analysis of our data here. Analysis of data. So okay, so we can have our paragraph now. Okay, as we can see that our result of our descriptive statistics with having the mean for question 1 and question 2 and question 3 and so forth and so on. So you can put already here your interpretation of your data. So interpretation of data. I think we have that in our research paper chapter 4. Okay, so you can put it there, you can explain it further. So let's move to question number 2. For example, what is the level of attitude among senior high school students, for example only. So let's move to our descriptive statistics. Okay. So, wait. We can also do it like this, since we put it in a different questions. So, okay, we can have it like this. Okay. So if we will concentrate on procrastination, so we will have procrastination. Okay. Okay, so this table is good for procrastination only. Wait, asan na to? This one. So, pwede kani ang table. This table will be copied in. So, later na lang siya. Okay. So, we will have our table for procrastination. And then, for attitude. Ito yung napod. For attitude napod. We can label this one as table 1, level of procrastination. Or procrastination level. And if you are going to get also the level of the attitude, for example, let's analyze descriptive. Okay, let us instead of procrastination, we are going to concentrate on the attitude. Wait, wala pa. Okay, and then let's click the attitude questions and average also. So here we can click OK, and then here is the table for the attitude. Okay, so we can copy and then we can paste it in our research paper. So the analysis or the table to be analyzed is here. So we can label it table number 2, level of attitude among senior high school students, or MVCA senior high school students, or whoever whoever your respondents are. So you can label it like this. Okay, so now we can interpret. Let's check if the attitudes are okay. So if the description there is they agree with the questions, so in other words the mean, we can say that they agree with the questions in our attitude questionnaire. Okay, so we can have also the interpretation of data here. So you can interpret, okay, of data. So you can interpret later. You are going to make paragraphs for table number 2. All right, so let's go back to our SPSS. Later, we are going to analyze it according, for example, if our question number 3 is, let us say question number 3 of our statement, is there a significant difference on procrastination and attitude among senior high school students? Example only. So example. Now, if it's significant difference, then we are going to use t-test. Let's analyze and use the t-test. And then for number 4, is there a significant relationship? Example lang, if we are going to want to know if there is a relationship between procrastination and attitude among senior high school students. Okay, so we are going to use the Pearson moment correlation in the analyzing the data gathered. Procrast Okay, so we are going to proceed to another video.